Joe Rogan has an intense and thought-provoking conversation with Sam Altman, OpenAI CEO. This fascinating discussion was on the topic of artificial intelligence and its potential, future, and complexities it brings. And who better to guide us through this conversation than the ever-insightful Joe Rogan? Let's take a look at some of the key points he raised on a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience.
And wondering what the potential for the future is and whether or not that's a good thing.
I think it's going to be a great thing, but I think it's not going to be all a great thing. And that is where I think that's where all of the complexity comes in for people. It's not this like clean story of we're going to do this and it's all going to be great. It's We're going to do this, it's going to be net great, but it's going to be like a technological revolution. It's going to be a societal revolution.
Joe Rogan touches on a crucial aspect. Our future with AI is not a straightforward narrative. It's a blend of technological and societal revolutions, creating a complex tapestry that we must navigate. The promise of greatness comes with challenges and changes, and we need to be prepared for both.
But it seems inevitable at this point.
It's definitely inevitable. My view of the world, when you're like a kid in school, you learn about this technological revolution and then that one and then that one. And my view of the world now, sort of looking backwards and forwards, is that this is like one long technological revolution. And we had, first we had to figure out agriculture so that we had the resources and time to figure out how to build machines. Then we got this industrial revolution, and that made us learn about a lot of stuff, a lot of other scientific discovery too, let us do the computer revolution, and that's now letting us, as we scale up to these massive systems, do the AI revolution. But it really is just one long story of humans discovering science and technology and co-evolving with it. And I think it's the most exciting story of all time. I think it's how we get to this world of abundance. And although we do have these things to navigate, and there will be these downsides, if you think about what it means for the world and for people's quality of lives, if we can get to a world where the cost of intelligence and the abundance that comes with that, the cost dramatically falls, the abundance goes way up. I think we'll do the same thing with energy. And I think those are the two sort of key inputs to everything else we want. So if we can have abundant and cheap energy and intelligence, that will transform people's lives largely for the better. And I think it's going to, in the same way that if we could go back now 500 years and look at someone's life, we'd say, well, there's some great things, but they didn't have this, they didn't have that. Can you believe they didn't have modern medicine? That's what people are going to look back at us like, but in 50 years.
Joe emphasizes the human desire for agency and self-determination. As we move forward with AI, it's crucial to ensure that individuals have a role in shaping the future. It's not just about economic solutions. It's about preserving human autonomy and creativity.
If we do have something that completely eliminates factory workers, completely eliminates truck drivers, delivery drivers, things along those lines, that creates this massive vacuum in our society.
Job displacement is a significant concern. Joe raises the question of how we mitigate the negative effects of jobs being eliminated by AI. It's not just about economic solutions. It's about finding ways for people to find new and meaningful roles in society.
We were joking around the other day on the podcast where I was saying that what we need is an AI government. We should have an AI president and have AI
just
run
make all
things.
the decisions?
Yeah, have something that's completely unbiased, absolutely rational, has the accumulated knowledge of the entire human history at its disposal, including all knowledge of psychology and psychological study, including UBI, because that comes with a host of, pitfalls and issues that people have with it.
So I'll say something there. I think we're still very far away from a system that is capable enough and reliable enough that any of us would want that. But I'll tell you something I love about that. Someday, let's say that thing gets built. The fact that it can go around and talk to every person on Earth, understand their exact preferences at a very deep level, how they think about this issue and that one, and how they balance the trade-offs and what they want, and then understand all of that and like collectively optimize for the collective preferences of humanity or of citizens of the US, that's awesome.
The concept of an AI government sparks fascinating ideas. Imagine a system that could optimize decisions based on the collective preferences of humanity. However, Joe rightly points out the current challenges with such a system, given the existing issues of influence and corruption in our government. And there you have it, folks. Joe Rogan's insights into the future of AI, a journey of complexity, challenges, and potential greatness. What are your thoughts on the integration of AI into our lives? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more mind-expanding content. Until next time, I'm your host, signing off.